Buena, buena. Hola, hola. Hola, Chelo, hola, crack. Vamos a darle un ratito más al juego, chicos. Buena, Gabriel, ¿cómo estás? Tenemos 1 hora 15 minutos todavía para que empiece el cine gatonero, así que le voy a dar un ratito más a esto.
Bruce!
I'm fine. Really.
You are not fine, Bruce. None of this is fine. You were nearly killed tonight. Those minutes of silence, waiting for you to respond, they were the worst of my life. I didn't know if you were alive or dead, or if I would ever see you again.
It wasn't a great time for me either.
I know.
Bueno, vamos.
We already lost Lucius. I couldn't bear losing you, too. We could talk about all this later. Come on now. Let's get you patched up.
Sí, por favor. Necesita de la atención médica. Gabriela, ahí te vi. ¿Cuándo hace directo de Brawlhalla? No lo sé. Buena, Mariana, ¿cómo estás? Hay que tenga ganas, haré directo de Brawlhalla. Por ahora quiero avanzar con esta historia porque está muy buena.
Now Director Waller knows your identity. That information in her hands?
Waller isn't the one we need to worry about. Bane is still on the loose, with enough guns to arm a small militia.
I understand. The man died for you tonight, Bruce. Trying to save you from that monstrosity. Too many have died. In too short a time. The cost of this war, it just continues to rise.
I need your strength right now.
Of course. Sorry for not being my...
Sí, necesitamos que seas
We've
fuerte,
never gone up against anyone able
Alfred.
to cause you so much harm.
Waller was right about one thing. Riddler was just a small part of a larger threat. Let's begin with the dart I pulled from his neck.
Voy a eliminar este video de 40 segundos.
Got it?
Porque...
I'm good.
Gracias,
Thanks.
chicos, por los likes. Ahora estoy por eliminar ese video de 40 segundos que quedó del directo anterior.
There's still some toxin left in here.
What kind of toxin?
Something new. There's a whole series of powerful psychoactive meds in this cocktail. Drugs that are lethal when combined.
Who could have
Qué
come
bueno
up
por
with
los
such a
likes en
concoction?
el primer directo. Muchas gracias,
And did the
chicos.
same person pull the trigger?
También hay a Leandro por el super chat.
Bane's attack was one of three
Eso nos ayuda un
tonight,
montón a seguir
all
con
at the
esto.
same time.
Vamos.
Let's bring him up. Get an assessment of the damage.
¡Ey, Alejita! ¿Cómo estás? Bienvenida. Alfred parece Slade Wilson. Dice, buena Koji. Buena Koji. Bueno, vamos a ver. ¿Se acuerdan que habían hecho un ataque en conjunto?
Facility. Where do we even start with this?
Habían hecho un ataque en conjunto todos, atacando la ciudad para robar
Authorities
cosas.
can't determine what was
Ah,
even stolen
este es
until all
el
of
Mr.
that
Frío.
melts.
At least 20 dead.
Mr. Frío. Sí, Mr. Frío se llama, ¿no?
The others were frozen solid. Some of their limbs shattered as they fled. Waller's intel shows that the thieves made off with numerous pieces of equipment used in the storage and transportation of biological material.
I don't even want to think what they'd want that for.
No IDs on any suspects, though.
¿Cómo es
Security
que
cameras frozen. All witnesses.
Batman puede con toda esta liguilla de la injusticia? Porque ese me parece que es el Doctor Frío. No, Mr. Frío se llama, ¿no? No me acuerdo cómo se llama. Ya llegó tu Batman. Gracias, Koji.
10 million in diamonds stolen. Some safety deposit boxes emptied. Contents unknown. Over a dozen dead, and even more wounded. Mostly by gunshot, though some victims had their heads smashed in.
That's barbaric. Witnesses place Harleen Quinzel at the scene, dressed up as a clown and wielding a mallet.
Don't ask me.
Riddler's friends are as insane and gruesome as he was. Perhaps even more.
Those same witnesses say that she acted alone. All that carnage, all by herself.
Bueno, Harley Quinn. Y es Harley Quinn. Bueno, a ver.
Guns, money, biotech. What are they planning?
We won't know until we get to Bane.
Volvimos. ¿Qué almorzamos? Sorrentinos. Sorrentinos con salsa. O sea, con tuco. Mi próxima esposa Harley, dice Mariana. Buena pedo, Reyes, ¿cómo estás? Bienvenido.
Taking on all of them, that would be suicide in your current condition.
Of course I could use help. But both the GCPD and the agency are stretched thin. One thing's for sure. We can't just wait around for Bane to strike again. The death toll is already too high.
I know you told Waller you were reluctant to risk Bruce Wayne's cover, but I'm more worried about the risk to Batman, given your current condition.
Lo molieron.
Riddler said his friends abandoned him at the Lady of Dublin.
He alluded to the fact that John Doe was one of them.
If that's the case, then John can get you close to the others. He already wants you to meet them. John Doe might be your best chance of getting inside, finding out what they're up to.
You're right. John's my ticket in. If I play my cards right, John might tell me most of what I will.
Ay, Bruce. John es el Joker, hermano. ¿Cómo le podemos mandar un mensaje de un correo ahí a la Baticompu, de la Baticueva? Un Baticorreo diciéndole, weón, John Doe is the mastermind.
Bruce Wayne has influence, an endless bank account, and as of last year, questionable integrity.
Everything a criminal network looks for in a new recruit.
Sí, volví porque veo que queda una hora todavía para el cine gatonero, así que vamos a darle. Lo que pasa es que quiero ver cómo va. Maldito juego, me tiene reatrapada la historia. Por Batichill Express. Selina tiene que venir en el otro capítulo.
Hopefully the invitation is still open.
Good thing you hid that tracking device on him when you had the chance.
The stacked deck. That's where he is.
Hijo ponio.
I suppose you couldn't wait an hour or two while you rest.
Not a chance.
Estamos pa'l gato, Bruce. Y sorry que te diga, pero tu traje no es como la armadura que usa Iron Man. ¿Cuál ganó en el cine gatonero ahorita? Istira, recuerda que ganó Hellsing Ultimate. Y Hellsing Ultimate son 10 capítulos. Entonces, vimos los 3 capítulos el sábado pasado. Hoy veremos otros 3 capítulos. Y el siguiente sábado veremos los 4 y ahí la terminamos. Batman-official. Ok, @gmail.com.
I'll tell you about Batman.
Buena, Cardoso, ¿cómo estás? Espérate, te vas cambiando el nombre todo el tiempo, Carlos. Si te lo cambias tan seguido, no esperes que me acuerde después.
I see. Willie, tell Bruce Wayne how that makes you feel.
Okay. It feels
No, Willie, he's on your right.
feels like crap, Wayne.
Preach!
And you're just a huge, colossal, gigantic, spoiled piece of Oh, I am,
I'm going to ignore what I heard. No harm done.
you set me up.
Nonsense! Bruce! Don't mind Willie. We're just messing with you. You look like you could use a drink.
Hey, John, what about my medicine?
The bottle's under my chair, Willie. You're making wonderful progress. I run a therapy circle here every second Sunday. These people need the expertise that I learned in Arkham. A tracker, Bruce? Really? I gotta say, I'm disappointed. I thought we built more trust between us.
Wasn't sure I could trust you, John. You were more than a little erratic at the funeral, and it was important to me that I find the Riddler. And, you know, you were my only lead.
Okay, I guess that makes sense. It's rude, duplicitous, and invasion of my privacy-like, but it makes sense.
Da lo mismo lo que le digamos a John Doe. Es el Joker, así que da igual.
So, that rude know-it-all really got what was coming to him.
Authorities are refusing to comment on the death of the mysterious criminal known as Riddler.
Who am I? Who am I? You're a rotting, stinking corpse. That's who you are.
John, did you have anything to do with the Riddler's death?
I mean, I hated the guy, but geez, Bruce, you really think I'd be capable of cold-blooded
Sí.
after everything you know about me? You really think I'd do that?
I wouldn't have blamed you. Riddler deserved everything he got.
Why, Bruce? Seems like you hated him even more than I did. Maybe you pulled the trigger. Wouldn't that be a gas? Anyway, I was a little surprised to see you, Bruce. I'm guessing this is about that favor I asked. As I recall, you had some reluctance.
Sí, pero no la pensabas mejor.
And I changed my mind. I'd like to meet them now.
Really? You seem pretty against it at the church. Why the sudden change of heart? It's odd. Doesn't seem like you. Doesn't really add up.
The timing wasn't right, but I've reconsidered. The way you described your friends sounded great. A special breed, you said. Inspiring. I like to be around people like me.
I didn't realize I was so convincing.
Sabes perfectamente que lo eres.
Look, before we get into that, I need to come clean. Riddler was more connected to my friends than I'd let on at the funeral.
Riddler? Really?
Yeah, he was kind of our leader, but he was just so bad at it and so intolerably annoying. I thought he'd be out of the picture by the time you came around. I should have told you. I didn't want you to think we were all like him. No secrets between us. Ever again. You have my word.
¿Valdrá de algo la palabra?
Pinky swear.
Valdrá de algo la palabra de... Bueno, bueno.
Pinky swear.
Friends for life. And Bruce, friends don't plant tracking gadgets on each other. You've got my number. All right, let's go meet the guys. I'll let them know we're on our way.
Hey! I'm out of medicine. I don't like your face. I think you're bothering my friend John.
Okay, fine. You're right. I'll leave him be.
Go away, Willie.
What are you? Screw you! Nobody disrespects me! No one's making a fool out of Willie!
Easy, Willie. I can give you money if you just leave John alone.
A bribe? I can't be bought off that easy, Wayne.
This cash could buy you a whole lot of medicine.
Oh, well, when you put it that way. Thanks, Wayne.
¿Tiene celular rosa?
Let's get out of here.
Dice, de ella estoy yo que no te parece que habla como el pato Lucas.
Buy me a drink before you go.
No, no lo había pensado. No lo había pensado. Hace demasiado tiempo que no escucho al pato Lucas. Dice, tendrías que volver a jugar las Day Earth. Las nuevas actualizaciones están muy buenas. Además en multijugador. Dice Koji, Dellita más Batman más tacos. Debería ser delito de satisfactorio. ¿Qué es? Provechito, Koji.
You're following me?
Waller just wants to remind you. Stay on the clown and get to Bane. Whatever happens, keep your eye on the prize. Bruce, be careful.
Chan chan. ¿Quién será? Ella es una espía. La conocemos, es de la agencia. Trabaja para Amanda.
Oh, cool. They're
¿Café con chocolate?
Bruce,
Qué rico.
One more thing. You can't tell anyone this. This is big. Huge. I think I'm in love. It's an odd feeling. At first, I thought I had some kind of disease.
I am so happy, John. You deserve the best.
Yeah, I'd blush if I could.
So mysterious. You at least gotta tell me your name.
She'll want to introduce herself, but if you could please help me look good in front of her, I'd appreciate it. Come on. We shouldn't keep her waiting. Almost got it. God damn it. Thought I had it. Here, give me a hand with this, will you? I'm pretty sure this is how you get this thing started. Come on, come on, come on.
No, look, you're doing it wrong. Red's the battery, yellow's the starter. Spark one on the other.
You are literally my hero, Bruce. I mean, wow.
Don't turn around. All right, Wayne. You got my attention. Give me one good reason why I don't redecorate the windshield with your noodle. I bet a smart guy like you has some real pretty brains. Real bright.
Trust me, you don't want to do that. The mess will be awful.
Maybe I like mess.
No, brains are like red wine. The stain never comes out, no matter how hard you scrub.
Since when did you ever scrub a damn? I'm just joshing you, rich boy. See, there wasn't even a bullet in the chamber.
Oh.
Oops. Let's put some music on.
Bruce, this is the lady I was telling you about. Harley Quinn. Isn't she a hoot? I knew you guys would hit it off.
Sure, I can see the funny side.
See, I told you, Bruce is a good sport.
Puddin' said you didn't want to meet. Now you want to. Bouncing around like a yo-yo don't exactly inspire confidence. What do you want with us? What do you get out of rubbing shoulders with the likes of us?
Well, when you have as much money as I do, you get bored. I'm just looking for a little excitement.
Excitement? The man who's got everything's looking for some new
Uh-huh.
toys.
Well, you should have seen the way he took care of business with the guy in the bar, though, Harley. He played him like a Stradivarius.
Do us a favor, Pud. Skip over to that bodega and get me a slushie.
Right now?
Need a buck?
I got it.
No se ve un carajo. Estos son los vidrios más polarizados.
He just doesn't know who he is yet. You know, he's searching. Highly impressionable. He thinks the world of you. So I asks myself, what's Bruce Wayne want with a lost soul like John? It's kind of a mismatch. Raises all kinds of questions.
John and I went through a lot in Arkham. He's a friend.
Oh, ain't that cute? You're sweet on little old Puddin'. Here's the thing, lover boy. Guys like him don't have friends like you.
Vamos, Harley.
You got that look in your eye, the kind that says you're trouble. And I only like trouble when I'm the one causing it. You got a good reason why I should trust you? 'Cause I sure as hell can't see one. After all, you're a squeaky clean favored son of Gotham. How am I supposed to believe you won't run to the cops the first chance you get?
My father used to run crime in the city. It's in my blood.
Phooey. My mama was a grocer. I don't give two craps about fruits.
You think that's the same?
Don't matter. You'll show me soon enough if you got what it takes. Aw, gee, thanks, Bud.
We gotta go.
¿Qué son estos bugs de
What
color?
were you guys talking about?
Your friend was just saying how much he liked you, Bud. Got a little man crush on ya. Ain't that right, Brucey? Ain't that the gist of it?
I never said that.
Oh, come on. You gotta stand by your words or you ain't nothing at all.
It's okay, Bruce. I know it's hard to talk about feelings and
Bueno,
stuff.
Cami, ¿cómo estás? Bueno, Enrique.
I want you to know
Buena, buena.
The feelings.
Así es Harley. Mire, me incomoda mucho el fondo este de negro de los vidrios. ¿Qué le costaba poner un fondo?
God, that is the best damn slushie ever. Suck on that. I swear, it'll make your whole body shiver. Come on, put your lips on it.
No thanks, I'm good.
Suit yourself. I'ma pretend I ain't offended.
I'll try some.
going to happen now, Mr. Moneybags? You're gonna go get Mama a little present. From inside there.
What?
Wayne Enterprises.
A little bird told me there's some pretty fancy hacking tech up there. Something called a phalanx key. Get it for me? I'll know you're on the level. Maybe I'll even bring you along on our next job. You'll get all the thrills you ever dreamed of.
What do you want with the phalanx key?
Why wouldn't I want it? I hear this thing opens half the security systems in Gotham. And it's just sitting there, hidden in your lab, waiting for someone to put it to use. What's the matter? You better not try nothing fishy. I don't want to have to splatter that pretty face.
It's okay, Harley. Bruce and I already talked. He'll do whatever you want.
Is that right? Will you do whatever I want? Will you jump when I say jump?
Creo que me estoy metiendo mucho en el barro. Supongo que es mucha niebla. Sí, me molesta mucho, me incomoda mucho eso. Creo que... bueno, no importa. Creo que me estoy metiendo mucho en el barro aceptando tanto.
Will you bring me the shiny things I ask for?
Well, this is a complex task. There might be some bumps along the way. Nothing is guaranteed.
Some things are. Like how fast I'll make you disappear if any of those bumps turn into trouble. You're on, Brucey boy. Make yourself useful and get me that phalanx key. And hurry. Mama really wants to get herself some tacos when you're done.
Got this, Bruce.
Viste, te presentan a un Joker pusilánime, ¿viste? ¿No? Como que la que manda ahí es Harley Quinn. Ay, Dios mío, qué inteligente que es el Joker. Buena, Cardonita, ¿cómo estás? La vida de corrupto es así. Sí, estoy demasiado corrupta en este. Es que me molesta que las decisiones que tomemos, aunque sean buenas decisiones, igual me tiran al barro, ¿viste? ¿No?
Yeah, if you could please sign in on account of the attack.
No quiero.
So, what brings you in? If you don't mind me asking. Is everything okay?
I believe that's my name on the building, which means I don't have to explain myself to you.
Oh, of course not, Mr. Wayne. I didn't... You're checked in, sir. Excuse me, sir. Ma'am, this is private property.
You really ought to rethink your hiring practices, Bruce. Your man's lying down on the job.
What did you do to him? Is he still alive?
Don't worry. A little bump on the head never killed anyone. Going up, Brucey. You This ain't your stop. Don't worry about your pal. He's gonna make it. As long as you behave, that is. Give me a hard time, I go back and finish the job. The same goes for anyone else who gets in the way. Capiche?
Ya que.
We'll do it your way. Just don't hurt anyone else.
He thinks he's in charge. How cute. Keep it cool and no one else gets a dinger to the dome. Now buck up. We're all smiles on this crew. There you go. You're looking like your billion-dollar self again.
Oh, Bruce, I'm surprised to see you. And these are... To whom do I owe the pleasure? I don't believe we've met.
Friends from upstate. They don't get to Gotham often.
Yeah, you know, we just couldn't miss getting a look inside this place.
Oh? You should have told me you were coming in. I'd have had facilities set up a tour.
Why don't you show us around? All we really want to see is the crater.
Is this some kind of joke?
Do I look funny to you? Like I'm some kind of punchline or something?
Excuse me?
You're gonna let your employees sass me like that? Is this the kind of operation you run here? Your worker bees just mouth off whenever they want.
Leave her alone.
I ain't even gotten started.
I said back off.
Your friends don't suit you, Bruce.
You got a firm grip, Mr. Corporation. The kind that makes a girl go weak at the knees.
What the fuck?
Gonna show me what else you can do with those hands. We could carve out some alone time. Just you and little old me.
Tempting, but I'm pretty sure that would be a bad idea.
Yes, that would be a terrible idea. Bruce has a job to do, remember?
Shut your pie hole, will you, John? You gotta learn to live in the moments.
Qué extraño. Qué extraño.
Wait here. I'll be right back with you.
Forget it, Brucey boy. Your secret lab ain't really a secret. Cobblepot's got quite a mouth on him. I don't think he ever shut it the whole time I was working at Blackgate Prison. He told me all sorts of interesting stuff. Say, do you like chess? Work your magic. Tick-tock. What's the holdup?
Bueno, mira.
Tight squeeze.
You know, I think you two are the closest friends I've ever had.
Estoy confundida. El Joker está fingiendo, ¿no? Nunca fue así. Está fingiendo. Esto me pasa por no conocer los cómics, ¿no?
I present to you our secret lab.
Lucius, you have seriously outdone yourself.
¿Sabes que vamos a tener un problema? Vamos a encontrar a Tiffany y Tiffany nos va a ver con estos dos.
Oh, no, this changes everything.
It was getting a bit dodgy hiding all those batarangs in the Wayne Enterprise R&D wing.
Thank you, Lucius.
Come on. Now the real work starts.
Somehow I was expecting more.
Where's the giant crater? I thought this was where your friend went out with a bang.
That was his office upstairs.
Better question. Where's the phalanx key?
It should be in the vault.
Well, what you waiting for, sweetie? Go get it.
¿Viste? Yo también estoy confundido. ¿Viste, Cory? Te digo, estoy confundida. Realmente. No sé si está fingiendo o este es el Joker antes de que pase, no sé, algún evento que lo vuelva más crazy o no sé.
Lock protocol vault thumbprint required Lucius Fox. That's not right. Why the lockout? Someone's been in here.
What's taking so long, Bruce?
It's saying it won't open without Lucius's thumbprint.
And that got blown up with the rest of him, didn't it? All the dumb luck.
Tiffany estuvo ahí.
You're saying we can't get it open then? Harley's not going to like that at all. Or you.
Let me try to find latent prints around here with my scanner.
Always thinking, this guy.
Bueno, a ver.
Dinner to celebrate Tiffany's first date, Wayne Enterprises. Sorry you didn't make it there, Lucius. I remember when Tiffany brought that back from art class. All right, that's a start.
Vamos a tener que escanear muchas cosas.
Getting there.
A ver. Aquí deberían estar todas las huellas.
One more partial print should do it. Okay, still unconscious. Hope he's not hurt too badly.
¿Estornudó? No la escucho con los auriculares puestos.
A bunch of old reports. Need to remember to clean out some of this junk. Not a single usable print. There we go.
Bueno.
Okay, this will work.
Now that's a shiny piece of metal. What's it do?
I'm not even sure if it works.
It's an EMP generator, Puddin'. Tell him what it does.
It emits a pulse that knocks out other nearby electronic devices.
Who wouldn't want to try that?
Creo que nos metimos igual en... muy complicados con esto de socios del Joker. Casi se queda sin nariz. Ni siquiera escuché.
Still finding ways to help me. Stay there. Don't touch anything.
I touch what I want when I want, Brucey boy. You knew what's best for you. You'd quit giving orders and find me that key. Looking for this.
Tiffany.
I told you I'd find out what you got my dad mixed up in. This is much worse than I thought.
You're not safe here. You have to hide.
What the hell are you doing with a secret room full of weapons? What's going on here, Bruce? What's all this for?
Your father worked with Batman. That's who all this stuff is for.
Batman. I knew it! His tech. Dad's fingerprints are all over it. I came looking for answers, but I didn't expect this.
Bruce.
These people you're with. I saw on the cameras what they did to that guard. To Regina.
They'll do the same to you, or worse. Get out of sight.
Bruce, what's taking so long in here, huh? Hey, I know you. We met at your father's funeral.
John.
Okay, Bruce, no need to get physical. I get it. We'll be as quiet as lab rats. But what about Harley? I mean, she's gonna want to know about your, friend here. What am I supposed to tell her?
You don't have to say anything to her, John, okay? It can be our secret.
Ay, Harley Quinn es inofensiva al lado del Joker, Dios mío. Coño, me estás clavando las uñitas.
I don't like lying to Harley, but I'll do it for you, Bruce. What I really need is the phalanx key. You give me that, I can go out there and, you know, make Harley happy.
You can have the key. Just leave Tiffany out of it, okay?
You mean this thing?
That's it?
You've got to be kidding, Bruce. You can't give these psychos anything from this lab.
Hey now, no need to get personal. We're all on the same side, remember?
I don't like it any more than you do, Tiffany. But this is the only way to walk away safely. Trust me, it's the right thing to do.
It's a little too late for that.
Oh well.
Oh,
Tiffany!
Well, how about that? Looks like Brucey Boy's got more than just technology in his vault. Keeps his little squeezes down here, too.
Just let her go, Harley.
I don't think I will. Not without knowing who this vicious little sweetie pie is. I kinda like her, but I don't know whether to smooch her or smash her head in. You gonna tell me who she is to you? Or am I gonna have to find out the hard way?
We grew up together. You could say she's family.
You know family of mine. Oof, Bruce. Your friend seems a little hot under the collar.
She certainly has your fire, Bruce. Or should I say,
a spark.
You people killed my dad, didn't you? He crashed my father's funeral. And now you're here raiding his lab.
I whacked a bunch of people in my time, Sugar, but I don't think your old man's on my list. Then again, I sometimes lose track of the names.
I can't believe you'd associate with these maniacs! These killers!
Oh, sweetheart. Mr. Suit and Tie ain't just an associate. He's a bad, bad man. He wants to be one of us. Ain't that right, Brucey? Came to us because you got bored of being a billionaire. Now you want to be part of the family, don't ya? At least that's what you've been saying.
Yeah, that's right. I'm with you. Birds of a feather and all that.
Oh, Bruce, I'm tearing up.
Pero aquí Tiffany tiene que darse cuenta. ¿Cómo puede ser tan pelotuda?
Let her go. Bruce will keep her quiet, one way or another. Now that he's part of the
¿Cómo es eso? ¿Por qué le diste un besito en la mejilla?
Harley, look what I found. It was just sitting out in that vault.
Oh, that's great, Pud. You get a cookie, too. It don't look like nothing special.
You've got what you wanted. Now let's just get out of
Parece
here.
muy rara la actitud del Joker. Muy, muy rara.
Load that thing up, too, John. I need it. Hurry it up.
NTR, ¿qué es NTR? Hola gato, ¿cómo estás? Bienvenido.
Bruce, are you all right?
I'm fine, Alfred.
I was keeping an eye on you over the security feed.
Well, breaking into my own company was...
Dice, no, Diana, no debiste decir que eras parte de ellos. Jaja, pobre Tiffany.
My heart
Da lo
stopped
mismo.
when I
En un
saw
momento que
that
le dije a
mad woman
Tiffany,
coming at
Tiffany, te apoyo. Y me dijo, no, tampoco.
I
Bla, bla,
don't
bla.
blame you for saying you were one of them. It made sense to placate them, even if it meant breaking Tiffany's heart. That young woman is smarter than both of us, Bruce.
Pero obviamente se tendría que haber dado cuenta, se tendría que dar cuenta que dijimos lo que dijimos para poder mantenerla a salvo.
You reveal that Lucius worked with
Ah,
that
Dios
woman.
mío.
But will that satisfy her? You know what she's like. She won't stop digging until she gets to the truth. Maybe we should just tell her.
Sí, yo le quiero contar.
I've always regretted not being more honest with you about your father's life.
You're right.
Yo le quiero contar, quiero que sea parte del
Be
team.
as honest with Tiffany as I can.
Very good. With regards to tonight's other
Esa es una
catastrophe.
historia lineal, las opciones no cambian la historia al final. Es lo que creo, al final no cambian nada. Da lo mismo las decisiones que tome, me lleva por el mismo camino.
And replaced tonight's offending security camera feed with dummy footage.
Yeah, thank you.
Grande, Alfred.
As for Regina, I'm afraid she's going to be curious about your friends from upstate.
La gente no es tan atenta
Your
como
encounter
piensas.
there was too bizarre to be ignored. After what went on, it'll be a challenge to smooth things over with her. It's all coming so fast. One thing after another.
You need to take it easy, Al. Get some rest.
It's only a momentary bit of exhaustion. I'm sure it will pass.
Creo que se viene un pronto
I know
derrumbe
we
de
agreed
Alfred.
there was no better way to get to Bane. And believe me, I want to see these monsters pay for what they've done. But this whole masquerade with John and Harley, well, frankly, it's exhausting. Well, be careful and good luck.
Sí, viste, Alfred está que explota. En cualquier minuto va a colapsar. Y este que apenas puede caminar, el Batman.
Been a busy night.
Good to see you on your feet again. Here, you're welcome. It's information on Harleen Quinzel from sealed records we dug up at the coroner's office.
Harleen Quinzel's father committed suicide after decades of struggling with mental illness.
Yeah, tough story. Quinzel was a devoted, successful doctor.
But she couldn't save her. Must have been hard on her. The trauma of her father's death caused her breakdown. Turned her into the monster she is today.
Now, I know what she's done, but I can't help but feel a little sorry for her. It's gotta be rough on a person, going through all that.
People are traumatized every day, Jim. Most find a way of dealing with it without having to bash people with a hammer.
Y
I guess
sí,
you're right.
todo el tiempo estamos teniendo cualquier tipo de problemas y a la larga...
Gordon, you're dismissed.
This is still my goddamn station house.
He's forgetting I'm the one who can make or break his career right now.
You only remind me every other minute.
Clearly, I need a better method of getting the message across.
Jim, live to fight another day. But for now, listen to her.
Listening's the easy part. The hard part's tuning.
She's got some kind of leverage on you, doesn't she? If she's jammed you up somehow, just say the word. I'll appeal to the mayor, the governor, whatever it takes to get her off your back.
I'll do whatever I can to help you.
She knows who I am, Jim.
Yeah? Well, so do I. You're back.
Grande.
That's all you ever have to be. That's all Gotham
Me
needs.
encanta Gordon, te dije. Gordon es lo máximo.
And you, if you're threatening to take that away, you should be ashamed of yourself.
I don't want to hear it.
Te quiero, Gordon. Ojalá no mueras nunca. ¿Muere? No me digan si muere.
Just supposed to come to Gotham, put the chains on Riddler and his
Salud, te
gang,
dicen
and
otra
get
vez los
the hell
chicos.
out. I'm just saying, this city gets under your skin fast.
Y te dicen F por tu nariz porque explotas.
Let's lay plans and all that.
Even so, it's good that you and your people are here.
Thanks. I guess you locals see it differently. Agent of Esther. She fought to get on this assignment, you know. Wanted to see her old neighborhood. Wanted to see you. Her hometown hero. She wanted to impress you. She admires what you do for the people of this city. Your respect is important to her.
She certainly succeeded on that front.
She's one of my best. Still, wanting to impress you? It's the same thing that made her move too fast on Riddler. Now there's a lesson learned. So, Wayne Enterprises. Heard you made
Hola,
some new
ratonero, ¿cómo estás? Dice, hola, Batidella, hola a todos los ratoneros. Hola.
Thanks to you, these very bad people have an EMP and a key that'll open every lock I would want to keep bolted shut. They're clearly planning something. The stakes are too high to leave anything to chance. You know, I actually considered asking you to infiltrate Riddler's gang. Before everything blew up, I knew I could count on you to get me close to them. Close to Bane. You're good at this. Seems like you've already won Harley Quinn's trust.
What you saw was just a test.
An operation like theirs requires someone with your resources. As long as you don't blow it, they're gonna want to keep Bruce Wayne around until they take him for all they can. Get them away from their base of operations. Somewhere they'll be exposed. When they're all together, out in the open, contact me. I'll be standing by, ready to ambush. We'll take them down when they're at their most. Sound good? They'll never know what hit them.
You need to involve Gordon.
Don't tell me how to run my operation.
His people know this city better than anyone.
And they have their hands filled with other priorities right now. Batman. If it gets bad for you, just remember. We're
Tengo
out
a Ponio
when you're in deep
acostado
darkness, you need friends.
justo atrás.
Let's say
Justo atrás mío.
everything is pear-shaped, and you get
Entonces se
stuck in
estira
that
y
long
tengo
loop.
las patas traseras
Then what's
apoyadas
right,
a un lado de
what's
mi cadera
wrong,
y las delanteras
it all
al
gets
otro lado de mi cadera.
blurry. And guess what? That's okay. Because you're going to have to do some blurry things that you're not proud of before this is done. You hear me? That's just how these kinds of operations go down.
You'd be a lot happier if you weren't always expecting the worst, Waller.
I'd be out of a job if I didn't. When you're wrong, and it'll happen, you'll finally realize I'm just better at this than you are.
Ah, estoy de acuerdo con Waller. ¿Cierto, Ponio? ¿Nos iría mejor si matáramos a todos?
Al, I'm in.
Just don't stay embedded any longer than necessary.
I'll be in and out, Alfred.
Sí, recuerdo el cine,
Just
sí, sí,
long enough
sí.
to figure
Recuerdo
out
el
the
cine.
plans.
Todavía nos quedan 13 minutos, no, 23 minutos. ¿Viste que Bruce tiene el pelo como recontra tieso como el pelo de Ken? Mi hermoso gato.
Hey now! Welcome to our little hideaway and home away from home, the end of the line. We're happy to have you.
Thanks, John.
You said you'd kill him after you got what you needed.
So what? Ain't a girl allowed to change her mind?
Could someone get me out of these handcuffs, please?
Tell me why I shouldn't kill you.
What I have is influence, and that is worth a lot.
Spoken like a man who has never had to do hard work.
Who the hell wants to do hard work?
I bring us back the transport and the arms we required. You bring back a worthless aristocrat. We don't need his money. We have what we need to finish this. Thanks to me.
He ain't worthless, you overgrown bicep. He already got us an EMP device and the phalanx key. I'll betcha I can find a use for him.
I do not care how much these two swoon over you, Wayne. We don't want you here, and we don't need you here. Whoopsie. What the hell?
John, turn it off!
Turn it off! Now!
Can you do something about this?
It's Freeze.
Freeze is coming.
What have you done?
You need to uncuff me.
Don't screw this up.
You fool!
I can turn it off.
Make it stop, or I will seal you both in ice! I swear, if you don't get that electricity back on immediately, I'll send you to a frozen hell.
¿Qué? No cacho. ¿Me falta uno? A ver, espera. ¿No? Ah, no, espérate, ya lo vi. Ok. Ese es en rojo. Este en verde. Espera, ya. Ya vi. Perdón. Ya entendí cómo es.
It's Freeze. What have you done?
Mira el dibujo a la derecha. Sí, ya entendí cómo es.
You need to uncuff me.
Don't screw this up.
You fool!
I can turn it off.
Make it stop, or I will seal you both in ice.
Vale. El de arriba es rojo, verde. Y ese es rojo.
I'll send you to a frozen hell.
What? Ah. Ok. Ah, va cambiando. Ok. Y el de acá es rojo. Qué incómodo la X. What the fuck? No, espérate. Rojo. No, demonios. Rojo. Ya basta, Freezer.
Well, at least we know that it works.
I must check on Nora. See how she is.
You may have impressed these two, but I haven't made up my mind about crushing your skull.
Fair enough.
Everyone back to work. There's still a lot to get done.
Who put you in charge?
Somebody has to give the orders.
That was a nice job before. Come on up to my office.
Bueno, yo creo que lo vamos a dejar hasta acá, chicos, porque en 17 minutos empezamos con el cine gatonero.
Listen, Bruce. I just want to clear the air a little. You showed me you were loyal back at your office. Did everything I asked, despite all the trouble I gave you. You probably noticed I like to stir things up. It's a bad habit, and, well, it's made me more enemies than friends. I want to say I'm sorry for messing with your people. Your employees. I know they probably mean a lot to you.
Thank you, Harley. Your apology means a lot.
Really? You probably think I'm a terrible person, but I want you to understand. You've seen these animals I work with. In my business, you let your guard down for a second, you get torn to shreds.
I can only imagine.
If I'm always pushing buttons.
Estamos destrozados, viste que nos han, pero
Keep 'em guessing my next
nos
move.
han dado unas palizas horribles. Bueno, ya llevamos entonces. Buena, Juan Sebastián, gracias por tu follow. Ya llevamos igual 1 horita, 2 minutos en stream, así que vamos a parar un ratillo para poder preparar todo para el cine gatonero. Vamos a ver entonces en el Discord 3 capítulos más de Hellsing Ultimates. Una propuesta que ganó, la propuesta de Cardona que ganó en este cine gatonero de la vez pasada. Así que bueno, nos vemos, chicos, un ratito más en el Discord. Piri, 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 piri.